pretty sweet, huh? Just a vast expanse of nothing. The only thing that's here right now is me, my thoughts, my voice, my memories. It's easy for me to spend all day here. I can imagine or worry about whatever I want. It's peaceful. And yet, I feel like I'm forgetting something important. That's right. We all need to come back down eventually, lest we want to forget what truly matters to us. If you're anything like me, you might have a habit of escaping into your own thoughts and daydreams. Maybe you spend only a few minutes there, or maybe you're there for hours by accident. Whatever the case may be, that place that we all have in our minds, it's pretty beautiful. Hello, everybody. My name is Jimmy, and today I want to talk about something a little different, a little more profound. I want to talk about how when we escape into our minds, into those daydreams, what it does for us, the good and the bad. I want to talk about reflection and how it makes us understand and grow. And I want to talk about memories and how they form us. When it comes to drifting off into a dream inside of your own mind, not the kind that you get after falling asleep, but the kind that you're fully aware that you're stepping into, it can be one of the most beneficial things for us to do. Or sometimes, it can end up being one of the most destructive. When we daydream, we think of all kinds of things. Maybe you're the type to think about the things that you want to make or create or achieve. Maybe you're thinking about yesterday, replaying that tape for yourself, analyzing every detail. Perhaps you only daydream of silly things, like what if cats were the size of buses, or the types of funny faces that you see on cars. Or you could be reflecting on the way that that one person treated you all that time ago. It's important that we understand the power that daydreaming can have over us. If you're a creative, I encourage you to daydream about the things that you want to make for others to see. Imagine what it might feel like to put pen to paper. The feeling you get when you put that project of yours out for the world to see. People aren't necessarily praising or critiquing it, but just recognizing that you made something. If you're a romantic, hopeful, or hopeless, think about all the kinds of gestures that you'd love to enact for somebody special to you. Think not just about how you would treat them on a date, but how you would be there for them in a time of need. Think about what connection might truly mean to you and what you're looking for. Or if you've already found what you're looking for, think about what you like about it that makes you want to keep it. If you're apathetic, pessimistic, or just depressed, think about the things that brought you there. Think really deeply about the things that you do or could care about to annihilate that apathy. Think about the things that can make you hopeful, even if they feel small or insignificant to overcome that pessimism. Acknowledge the things that are making you wallow and try to understand them better before you try to crawl out of that depression. Confront those ugly truths or actions or words or ideas that are causing that inner turmoil. Looking into ourselves, thinking about how we can be better at reliving experiences and confronting our faults, it can all be beneficial. However, daydreaming, if you're not careful, can sometimes come at a cost. If you get too invested in that world that you're imagining, it can be very easy to miss what's happening around you. If you spend hours thinking about that future that you want, or the thing you want to make, or who the perfect partner is, or you're replaying that one happy memory from years and years ago, you might just miss out on an opportunity to make that thing, or find that career, or find that person, or even make new memories that will be just as joyful as the one you revisit so often. Our mind is an infinite expanse of whatever we want it to be, and it can be so easy to get raveled up in what we imagine. But we have to tread carefully, or else we will fill our heads with imaginary ideas or concepts. Things that, when we eventually snap out of that dream, won't be there for us. And then what is there for us might not feel satisfactory. So what I'm trying to say is, dream big, spend that time in your headspace to think about things or imagine what you want to do, whatever they may be, but you can't lose track of actually doing those things instead of just keeping them in your head. Don't lose sight of who you are in the real world or what you could be to others who exist outside of your headspace. When we go back to reflect on our experiences, we are giving ourselves a chance to learn, to grow, to be better than the you from yesterday. Maybe you're reflecting on a time that you got physically hurt and you're considering all the different ways to avoid that. Maybe you now exercise more caution in your day to day. Maybe you were hurt emotionally by somebody else and you're constantly thinking about how could they do that to you, and you're thinking about how to avoid going through that again, so you develop trust issues. Or maybe you've just simply become more keen on identifying when people are trying to wrong you. But we don't want to just adapt to these things, we want to learn from them. So yes, exercise more caution, but you don't have to be scared of anything and everything hurting you either. You can narrow down the scope of what to avoid or to be cautious of. Yes, it's okay to have trust issues or be skeptical of people and whether or not they might have bad intentions. But you shouldn't just write everybody off because that one person hurt you so badly. You need to understand how to navigate people, not shut them out. But the biggest thing I want to talk about, guys, is memories. But what even is a memory? Maybe you're already imagining going through the photos on your phone, citing those moments captured in a still image as a memory, or maybe it's a group of text messages from somebody. Is it a trinket, an artifact, or heirloom given or found by you that reminds you of a special person or pet or experience? I would understand if you believe all of those things to be memories, but are they truly memories or are they just reminders? I feel as though memories exist in a space between words, pictures, and objects. You can't truly write them down or photograph them or have them as a keepsake. They remain only in your mind for you. Only you can truly remember what that specific memory felt like, what it sounded like, smelled like, looked like, or tasted like. Have you ever been somewhere and you start to inexplicably get this feeling that you're remembering something from long ago that you thought you forgot? Maybe it was the way somebody you never met looked at you in passing. It could be the smell of somebody's cigarette as you pass by, or the taste of a dish at a restaurant that you could have sworn you've tasted before. Maybe you hear a song or a certain melody that reminds you of something you once forgot. It could even be the sensational softness of a blanket that you've wrapped yourself in. Or, weirdly enough, you could be doing something totally mundane and typical, only to have this ghostly feeling that you've been in that exact same spot once before, like it's you again, or as you might call it, déjà vu. Memories have these strange powers that awaken unique feelings in us, and memories tend to be wordless. Not in the sense that you can't have memories with words, but I'm more meaning in that you can never capture the true nature of a memory with those words. But it's not pointless to try. Memories are like flowers. They're beautiful yet delicate. It's easy to sit and ponder our memories, but it's almost easier to forget them sometimes. Maybe you have a memory that you hold on to dearly, only to not even notice the day you stopped thinking about it. If that's the case, then it is good to have those photos or texts or objects, not because they hold the memories in them, but because they help us to remember. And just like some flowers, memories can sometimes be poisonous. Maybe you have memories that you've stuffed behind a door in the darkest depths of your mind, hoping to never be opened. Or sometimes, maybe a pleasant memory just fills you with so much joy, quick to lift you up in a hard time, and that isn't a bad thing, unless you end up abusing it and you don't allow anything else to take the place of that memory, since nothing will ever compare. Now, this video has sort of been a little convoluted. It's kind of just, when you boil it down, I'm just sort of overanalyzing and overthinking about how our memories work. Maybe you might even say I'm assigning too much meaning to all of this. I wouldn't be surprised if you felt that way, or if you felt more confused about your memories after this. And I'm sorry if I complicated that for you, but I just want to freshen the idea in everyone's head that we should be cherishing the things that we are given in life. If you manage to get a large group of all your friends together and you know that it may not happen again, allow yourself to acknowledge that you are not taking that moment for granted. When that person, who is supposed to be the closest one to you, tells you that thing that you didn't want to hear, acknowledge that feeling and learn from it, even if that wound needs to bleed for a while. When that one random part of a movie that you didn't want to go see, for some reason makes you feel emotional, remember how something insignificant made you feel seen. The next time you're out making a memory, acknowledge it. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching, guys. I know that this is a bit of a deeper topic than what I usually like to talk about, and I'm not going to make every video like this, but this is something that I've been thinking about a lot, and I just wanted to put it into words, and I thought, why not just put it into a video? And I really hope you enjoyed it. Maybe some of this resonated with you or got you thinking about how you need to appreciate certain things that you might have forgotten about, whatever the case may be. If you enjoyed this video and got something out of it, then don't forget to save your memories of me too. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.